Thank you all very much. You know what, I just mentioned something. I want to go off script just for a moment because I'm going to talk about Ben Downs just for a little bit. And that is that I remember listening. I haven't ever met Ben, except that I listened to him 35 years ago when I was a student at Texas A&M. Now, I don't know if that says how much staying power he has or how old I am, because I know Ben was probably just 8 or 9 years old when he was doing that gig. I think it was WTAW at the time. He has been a broadcaster for more than 40 years, and Michael Oder managed to catch up and momentarily keep up with this busy community organizer.
Even if you haven't met Ben Downs in person, you're guaranteed to know his voice, either on the radio
of Aggie Sports, 1620 WTAW,
or in church.
Speak, for your servant is listening. This is the word of God for the people of God.
Ben's booming voice is the first thing many people notice, but those who know him notice his tireless work ethic, one that manifests in many ways.
One day in church, Kip Gilt said, there's one lady that's having to wash dishes for our Wednesday night dinners, and that kind of hurt my feelings. I couldn't believe that we, as big a church as we are, we had one person washing dishes. So I learned that I could do that, and I have some great skill at it, as a matter of fact.
Ben's sense of humor and wit is consistent.
It's like I've always told my wife, if there's something that takes a lot of time and pays absolutely no money, I'm there. I want to be there for that.
All joking aside, he takes his commitment to the community seriously.
When I do things for the radio station, with the radio station, I try to make them things where it's kind of a nexus where things come together in the community. When I do things that are just me, it's just I see a gap. I see that there aren't enough hands that are paid to do it, and so I jump in.
It's that feet-first mentality that Ben Downs brings to every challenge, whether they're planned or not.
We can kind of turn on a dime. If somebody comes to us and says, good grief, there's a horrible tornado that's hit the people in Joplin, Missouri, we need to get food and supplies and baby diapers and dog food up there to them, then I call you guys and you come down and help, and we spend all day long doing stuff, and the people of the community all want to help, and we gave them an outlet. We gave them a way to express that desire to help.
It's that desire of helping neighbors that Ben Downs says radio capitalizes on. Each year, his stations raise money for local hospitals and neonatal intensive care units through the Children's Miracle Network. And they make sure that children don't go without during Christmas with Christmas angels. But sometimes help comes in the form of a big red suit.
I don't really know how many years I've done it. It could be 30, it could be 27, 28.
The role of Santa Claus is important to Ben.
I love stuff like that. It's a need that needs to be filled, and it just happens to be something that I enjoy doing a great deal. I was Santa Claus 8 times last year.
Ben's commitment doesn't stop or start at church, charity, or Christmas. He's an active member and leader in the Bryan College Station Chamber of Commerce. But through it all, there is one person by his side, his wife, Lily.
Well, I am absolutely blessed to have a wife who shares this focus on community service with me. I can't imagine what it would be like to have a life partner who doesn't share your passion for things, and I'm just really lucky that she does.
Ben Downs, congratulations. I present you with this Jefferson Award. Thank you.
Thank you, John. I've always wanted to say that. Yes, go. I want to stick with my script for a little while and thank Kip Giltz, Penny Zent, and Royce Hickman for writing the letters that resulted in this award, Reba Ragsdale, Russell Maurice, and Mary Mike Hatcher, who wrangled it, partner Bill Hicks, who shares my desire to serve others in our community. I want to thank my daughter Mary for being here, Lily for being here, and because my wife does look so young, I feel the need to mention that I've been married to Lily for 36 years next month. Our anniversary is the 22nd. I'm that lucky guy, the one whose wife wife can't remember it. And you really can't thank somebody for that. What I can thank Lily for, though, is supporting this unusual obsession that you're honoring me for tonight. I have never put on that Santa suit without Lily to pin on the beard, and every speech that I've ever written has part of what she thinks on the paper as well. She's been to so many ribbon cuttings that the Chamber of Commerce made her own name badge. So I'll say thank you, Lily Downs, because that's what we're supposed to do up here, but really that's not enough. Like most people, I do struggle with that, what people simplify and call the search for the meaning of life. And I know as you look at me, you're saying, well, old man, you better get a move on if you're still hunting. And I think, though, that there's a pretty good chance that service to one's community may be where that search leads. Our country was founded on the premise that we're all created equal, but our gifts and our talents are not, and neither are the outcomes. Because of this, putting considerable time and skill into helping others may be an honorable end unto itself. But don't overlook the words considerable time. We shouldn't make our contributions to society cheap. It's one thing to click like on a Facebook page, and it's quite another to be in the wind at Walmart in December ringing a bell for the Salvation Army. Sending an email, I think, is cheap effort. Helping a child to read is not. Collecting food with the Scouts takes time, and as we all know, time is not cheap. Checking in on a shut-in neighbor across the street isn't easy. You can't click and move on and actually help where help is needed. Twitter bombs, Facebook advocacy, and online petitions have tricked us into feeling good about our intentions, and thus we ignore the real work. We ignore the doing. Shakespeare said something about Facebook advocacy. He says it's full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Of course, he didn't say that, but that's okay. He also said it's told by idiots, and I'm not going to be that rude tonight. Every community has somebody that needs help, something that needs doing, an injustice that needs righteousness, and a job that nobody is paid to do. There are real needs in our community that require real people to do the real work. I can't promise that you'll discover the meaning of life, but I can promise you that you'll be getting closer. Thank you for this time, and thank you for this recognition.
Congratulations, Ben. Numerous boards benefit from Nancy Berry's service, and Michael Oder shows us her volunteerism has helped as she serves as mayor of College Station.